Good afternoon, friends. Today we will see about the calendars. Calendars is an interesting topic. It is very easy to if you analyze the things. So let's get into the calendars. According to our calendar, the first day of the first year is Monday. Means 1st January first year is Monday. Our day start with Monday. So in a calendar there are 7 days. You know these things: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Monday, first day; Tuesday, second day; Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So these 7 days will repeat continuously. Means suppose 8th day will come as a Monday, ninth day will come as a Tuesday, and 10th day will come as a Wednesday. So these 7 days cycle will repeat throughout the year, throughout the month, throughout the centuries also. So suppose we want to find the day for the given days. Suppose we want to find the 28 days. How many weeks are there in 28 days? If we will divide simply by 7, we will get the weeks, and the remainder is called odd days. Suppose 30 days is there. If we divide by 7, we get a remainder 2. So that is called uh, odd days. If odd day is 0, it is called Sunday. If odd day is 0, it is called Sunday. If odd day is 1, it is called Monday. If odd day is 2, it is Tuesday. If odd day is 3, it is Wednesday. Odd day is 4, Thursday. Odd day is 5, it is Friday. Odd day is 6, it is Saturday. So this cycle will repeat. So because we are dividing by 7, we don't we get a maximum remainder of 6, right? So suppose 40 days are there. 40 days are there. So if we are able to write the odd days out of that, 5 weeks. 5 weeks means 35 days. So five remaining 5 are called odd days. Suppose 28 days are there. 28 days. It is exactly divisible by 7. So remainder is 0. So on 28th day we get Sunday. Suppose 30 days are there. We can write it as a 4 weeks plus 2 odd days. So 31 days are there. We get 3 odd days. In how the year will form. If Earth revolves around the sun, it will it will take 1 year to complete the revolution. So this 1 year is equal to 365 1 by 4 days approximately. This is not a exact figure. 365 1 by 4 days. The exact figure is this: 365 plus 2.4. Sorry, I have written wrongly. This is not 364. This is 365.24. Sorry, I have written wrongly. This is 365 only. This is 365 only. I have written it wrong. 365.24. There is a 0.01 variation between approximate and exact. Okay. So for every 4 years we get one extra day, because we doesn't consider 1 by 4 every year. So after 4 years, 4 1 by 4s become 1 day. So we will add one extra day in the February. Usually February month has 28 days. We add one extra days in the February in the leap year. So leap year has 366 days. So leap year has 366 days. So leap year has 366 days and 2 odd days, because year has 52 weeks, 1 odd day. Normal year. Leap year has 2 odd days. So a normal year has 52 weeks, means 364 days is equal to 52 weeks. Additionally, one extra odd day. Leap year has 366 days. Previously, we have discussed that leap year will come after every 4 years. Leap, why 4 years? Because year is not exactly equal to 365. It is 365 1 by 4. So these 1 by 4s will add after 4 years, one extra day will come. So if an year is divisible by 4, we can simply say that that is a leap year. But it is not applicable for centuries. Centuries means suppose 100, 200, 300, 400. These are called centuries. So these centuries will divided by 4, but these centuries will not become a leap year. So for centuries to become a leap year, it must be divisible by 400, not the 4. It must be divisible by 400. Suppose 400 is a leap year, 800 is a leap year, and 1200 is a leap year, 1600 is a leap year. Why? I am saying that for every 4 years, one leap year is coming. Why 100 is not a leap year? Everyone has this doubt. Why 100 is not a leap year? Why century is not a leap year? 100th year is not leap year. So today we will discuss the reason. The exact year is 365.24 days. The exact year is 365.24 days. But in the normal year, we have taken how many days? 365.25 days. 0.25. We have taken 1 by 4 days. You have observed the difference. So there is an error of 0.01. So for every year, there is an error of 0.01. There is an error of 0.01. So every year, there is an error of 0.01. After a century, it becomes complete day. After a century, it becomes a complete day. So the century will lag by 1 year. So century is also a normal year. So that's why century is not a leap year. It is a normal year only. So here is an interesting question. Century ends with what day? Suppose 100th year ends with what day? Means 31st December of 100th century is what day? So we know 100 years is equal to, here in 100 years there is 76 normal years and 24 leap years. Why 76? Because 100th year is not a leap year. So that's why 76 normal years are there, 24 leap years are there. So for a normal year, there is one odd day. For a leap year, there is two odd days. So if you multiply with that, we get 76 into one odd day, 24 into two odd days. We get a certain number. 76 plus 48, we get 76 plus 48, 124 we get. If we divide 124 by 7, we get 5 odd days. Yes, we get 5 odd days. If the remainder is 5, we can easily say that it is Friday. So the century ends with Friday. Century ends with Friday. So if 200 years are there, we can split into 100 years plus 100 years. So for 100 years, there is 5 odd days. 5 odd days is there. For another 100 years, 5 odd days is there. So total 10 days is there. If 10 days is converted into odd days, how we convert the 10 days into odd days? Divided by 7, we get a 3 remainder. This remainder is called odd days. So 200 years has 3 odd days. So 200 year ends with Wednesday. So 300 years has 15 odd days, because 100 years has 5 odd days. 300 years has 15 odd days. 15 means 7 multiple 14. So 1 odd day is there. One remainder we get by dividing the 7. So we get Monday as the ending day of the 300 year. Suppose 400 years are there. So we get 0 odd days. because 400 years is a leap year. Every time there is 5 odd days is there. So 400 years, 5 into 4, 20. Leap year has one extra day. So 21. 21 is exactly divisible by 7. We get 0 odd days. So 400th year ends with Sunday. So this cycle will repeat. 500 is same as the century. 700 is same as the 200 century. 800 is same as the 400 years. So this cycle will repeat. This pattern of 4 will repeat. So by this we can conclude this. 500 has 5 odd days, like a century. 600 has 3 odd days. 700 has 1 odd day. 800 has 0 odd days. So from this we get a conclusion that centuries always ends with Friday or Wednesday or Monday or Sunday. So in some exams, the people will give like this. Centuries always ends with. They will give some options. So you have to pick the from these 4 days. So they will give different kind of options. So you have to pick any one of the day. Suppose option is like Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Saturday. Then what day you will pick? Friday you will pick, right? So if first year calendar is there, the same calendar will repeat after how many years? Suppose first year calendar, initial first year calendar is there, it will be repeated after how many years? So first year has 52 weeks, one odd day. Second year, suppose first year starts with Monday, so second year starts with Tuesday because one odd day is there between. The third year starts with Wednesday. Fourth year starts with Thursday because between Wednesday and Thursday, one odd day is there. So fifth year starts with Saturday. Why there is a two difference is there? Because fourth year, after the fourth year is a leap year. So that's why two gap is there. Because leap year has 2 extra days. So sixth year has Sunday. So seventh year is Monday. So seventh year starts with Monday. First year starts with Monday. So the same calendar will repeat. So here is a conclusion we can find. So if the year is divisible by 4, we get a remainder 1. So by adding 6 years, we get the same calendar. You don't understand my statement? So we will go with one example. Suppose 2001 is there. If you divide by 4, you get one remainder. 2005 is there. If you divide by 4, you get one remainder. 2009 is there. If you divide by 4, you get one remainder. So these calendars will repeat after 6 years. Means 2001 calendar will repeat in 2007. 2005 calendar will repeat in 2011. 2009 calendar will repeat in 2015. So this is the scenario. There are some other conclusions also. If the year is divisible by 4, leaves a remainder 2 or 3, then the same calendar will repeat after 11 years. So suppose 2002 is there. You get 2 remainder by divided by 4. So 2002 will repeat after 2002 calendar will repeat after 2013. Means after 11 years. Suppose 1942 is there, 1973 is there, 1999 is there. These calendars will repeat after 11 years. Suppose it is an exact leap year. The same calendar will repeat after how many years? After 28 years, the same calendar will repeat. So in these cases also there are some exceptions. But in most of the cases, it will be applicable. In most of the exams, you can solve easily. So come with months of the year, January has 31 days. So 4 weeks, 3 odd days. So February has 28 days, exactly 4 weeks. March has 31, so 3 odd days. April has 30, 2 odd days. May has 31st, 3 odd days. So June has 30 days, 2 odd days. 31st, 3 odd days. 31st, 3 odd days. 32 odd days. So you all know these things. So let's get into the problem. Suppose 2nd February 1624 is there. What is the day? 2nd February 1624. It is a Sunday or Monday, it is Friday. You have to find. How you will going to find? Previously we have discussed the odd days concept. By this we can solve. Simply we can split the 624 into 600 plus 23. 624 year is happening. Means it is not completed. Just January is completed. In February 2 days is complete. 2 days is happened. So 1600 has 0 odd days because 400 has 0 odd days, 800 has 0 odd days, 400 multiples has 0 odd days. So 1600 has 0 odd days. So 23 years. In this 23 years, we have to divide this into leap years and non-leap years. So 23 years has 5 leap years, 18 non-leap years. So 5 leap years has 10 odd days. 5 leap years has 10 odd days because every leap year has 2 odd days. 18 non-leap year has 18. So 10, 18, 10, 18, 28. 28 means exactly divisible by 7. We get 0 odd days. So January plus February. January has 3 odd days. In February 2 days happened. So 3 plus 2 is 5 odd days. So if you observe, this question has only 5 odd days. 5 odd days means what day? If the 6 odd days means Saturday, 5 odd days means Friday. So the question answer is Friday. So 2nd February 1624 is Friday. Find the day of 23rd March 1256. 23rd March 1256 day. You have to find the day. So 1256 can be splitted into 1200 plus 55 completed, and in 56 January, February, in March 23 days will happen. Okay, the 1200 has 0 odd days. The 55 years has 13 leap years and 42 non-leap years. How you will able to find the leap years? Simply divide this by 4. You get a quotient. Directly written it as leap years. So 13 leap years is called 2 odd days. So 13 leap years can be multiplied with 2. 42 non-leap years can be multiplied with 1 because non-leap year has 1 odd day. So if you multiply this and divided by 7, you get 5 as a remainder. So 5 odd days. 55 years has 5 odd days. In January, 3 days, 3 odd days is there. February 1 odd day is there. Why February 1 odd day is there? 1256 is a leap year. In leap year, February has 29 days. So February has 1 odd day because of 29 days. In March 23 days will happen. So 23 days. So total 27 days. If you divide by 7, you get 6 odd days. 6 odd day means what day? Saturday. 6 6 odd days, not Saturday. We have to add the all odd days. Sorry for the mistake. We have to add all the odd days. 0 5 6. 0 5 6 means 11. If the 11 is divided by 7, you get 4 as a remainder. So 4 odd days means Thursday. So I hope this session will give you a knowledge about the calendars. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.